Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lakeland, Florida, and welcome to the Lakeland Square Mall. A struggling mall, I'll say that. I wouldn't say completely dead and, has no chance, but it definitely has its struggles. Multiple anchors have closed, and we'll get to that in a second. I'd like to thank my friend Andrew for showing me this mall and for telling me about this. I did not even know this was here, really, and I'm really thankful I got to put this on video for you guys. And also, I wanted to say something else, too. The quality's a little bit different. I am using a different camera. It's a DJI GoPro. I still think it is really good quality. I do. It's just a little bit different than what you see from my normal GoPro. But now, on to the history of this mall. This mall opened up in 1988 by the Edward J. DiPartolo Corporation, which, if you guys know, they're based out of Ohio. They have opened up many malls over the years. When it first opened, it was anchored by Maryland's Sears and Belk, with a Mason Blanche opening up shortly after. J.C. Penney was later added to the mall in 1990, followed by Berdine's in 1994. They both relocated from downtown, so that's really cool. Now, the Maryland's was replaced by a Dillard's. As you know, the whole company got bought out by Dillard's. Mason Blanche opened up the following year with the purchase of the Mercantile Stores Company, Inc. And then, as you guys know, the Berdine's Company, like all of them in the town here, they became Berdine's Macy's for a brief time before being replaced by a Macy's fully in 2005. Belk closed later that year with an opening of the new location across town in a plaza, of course. But the good news is that would not be very long, as a Burlington coach factory would come to the mall in fall of 2007. So that's good that they filled that anchor really quickly, but it didn't always happen, and then we will talk about that. But then in 2012, Dillard's, which had two spaces at this mall, and it got consolidated down to the former Mason Blanche store. So the vacant spot where Dillard's left got demolished and became the future movie theater and the Sports Authority. But obviously, you guys know Sports Authority didn't last very long. It closed in 2016. The rest of the chain went out. In 2015, Third Gross Properties put the Sears property on notice to potentially be sold, and it would later close. We'll get into that. Macy's closed in 2007 as part of a plan to close about 100 stores. The good news is that space was taken over by a Resale America, which is a little thrift store. It's not a bad looking store. It is, pretty good. It opened up in November 2019. Sears also closed in 2018 on their bankruptcy list as part of a plan to close 142 stores, like I mentioned, because they filed for Chapter 11. Charlotte Russe did reopen up at the mall in 2019 after closing, so that's a good sign. But then in 2022, Burlington announced they were pulling their doors. But honestly, I don't consider that a horrible thing, because if you guys have seen, from previous mall videos, or just from malls in your area, you guys know Burlington in particular has been downsizing their operations. They don't operate as big stores as they once used to, and their stores are a lot smaller, so they're really pulling out of a lot of malls. Not necessarily because malls are dying, because they just don't need all that space. And yeah, so as I said with this mall is struggling, but I wouldn't say dead. I believe Lakeland's a busy area. It's a high tourist area, so I do believe this mall does have a chance to survive. I hope, and we'll see what the future holds. I mean, this is only about an hour from where I stay, so I'd probably visit this mall at some point again and probably do a better video. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. If you guys do, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye-bye, guys. California.